Hello everyone, this is Michelle and I'm coming at you with a video that I had said that I was going to do about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, and I'm finally getting around to doing it. It is the video that I wanted to put out for people who are thinking about getting ready to retire. I myself am looking to come out either next year or the year after, 2025, 2026. And I started doing some digging around YouTube, things like that. To see what to expect, checking on Social Security to see how much I would get. And that whole little thing where everybody gets the same amount, that's bull. Everybody doesn't get the same amount. If you worked in government all your life and a person worked in retail all their life, they're not gonna get the same amount of money. The government's going to get maybe, depending on how long you did it, $3,000, $4,000, possibly $5,000 a week. The person that worked in retail all their life might get about $1,500 a month. So that $4,000 or $5,000 compared to $1,500, yeah, you do the math. It ain't the same as far as I'm concerned. And so you need to know how much you paid in way before you get ready to retire. I know what my numbers are for the next 3 years. And I know I need to get rid of my debt. My debt is ridiculous. I'm not even going to try and color code it. It's pretty much ridiculous. I'm working on getting that down, which is why I do the challenges and everything to help save money to get it down quicker, because I don't want to go in, I can't go into retirement with credit card debt, with the car debt. I don't have a house, so I don't have to worry about that. I do pay rent, so that's going to be there regardless. But if you have a house note and you got credit card debt, car debt, you got to get them down. You have to get them down because you're only going to get paid once a month unless you got some side hustles. And if you got some side hustles, like I'm talking side hustles, you're golden. But if you don't have that, which I don't have a side hustle, I'm hoping that my YouTube will become my side hustle, but I need to get people to watch the videos, join the channel, subscribe, hit the like button, and I got a long way to go to get to 1,000 subscribers. I really do. I don't know how to get to them. I don't know what kind of videos I need to put out to reach that, but I'm just gonna chug along and do me. That's all I can do is do me. So, getting rid of that credit card debt, I want to get a new truck, but if I can't have that truck paid off within 2-3 years, I don't want a new truck because I don't want to carry that kind of a debt into, I can't carry that kind of a debt into Social Security. I can't. I won't have much left out if I carry those types of debts over. So people look into that. Make sure you understand how much money you're going to get a month. 1 month. Not every 2 weeks. Not every week if you get paid every week. You know, to be quite honest with you, if you get paid every 2 weeks, Social Security ends up being close to what you bring home for one paycheck. Every 2 weeks. That's what you're going to get a month. Know the difference. Know that, understand that. Try to get as much money put away as you can. If you want to live a certain way, if you want to continue to live the way you're living right now, do the things you're doing right now, you're going to have to subsidize that Social Security. It's either going to be a 401k, a Roth, pension plan, side hustle, one of those is going to have to help subsidize you along with your Social Security, if you want to continue to live the way that you're living right now. You want to travel. I want to travel. Where? I don't know. I have to wait and see what the world looks like in a couple of years. But you want to eat. You got to have money to eat. You'll have money to eat, but it's not going to be that much. So, people, they prep. I understand that now because I am going to start putting some food away for the next couple of years. Not right now, but within the next year, I'm going to start hitting the prepping a lot harder so that I can have some money saved when I go into Social Security, set up until I get on my feet and I get used to the way everything is. Because prices of food, it's expensive. And I'm single. I have a pet. She's got to eat too. People who do have a family, I don't know how they do it, but they do. And we all do. We all make do with what we have. It's whether or not you're comfortable with what you have. And I want to be able to continue to live somewhat the way I'm living right now. That's just me. I want to travel. I like taking my vacation. I'm on vacation right now. I'm just sitting in my hotel room doing this because it was too much noise outside with the ocean and everything. You could hardly hear. So I decided to move it into the room. But I like taking my vacations. I like going to the beach. That's, I get enjoyment. I can relax. I want to continue to do the things that I like doing. That's what my passport is for. If I want to take a cruise, I want to be able to take that cruise. You got to prepare now for later. And that's what I'm doing. That's what this whole video is about. How to prepare. Well, you're going to do you. But prepare now. Know what you need to do for the coming year or coming years. If you've got 5 years before you're getting ready to retire, then that's pretty good. You got some time to get stuff put away. I, on the other hand, only have 1 to 2 years before I plan to retire. And my retirement is not work related. My retirement, is health related. So I know mine is coming. I don't bounce back like I used to when I get sick. And within the last year and a half, I've had cataract surgery done on both eyes. I've had hand surgery done on both hands. I've had to have cortisone shots in my back due to sciatica. I've had my right rotator cuff repaired, all within the last year and a half. Bouncing back is a whole lot harder. And I am a cancer survivor. So that's something I got to think about down the line because it could come back. That's something you always have to deal with. It could come back. So I got a lot on my plate, but number one, getting out of debt, getting rid of those credit cards, and that's why I have the channel and I do sinking funds and I do saving my change. Every little bit helps to save. I was not a saver, not at all. This kid did not save. She spent. That's why my credit cards look like they do. I bought things that I may have used once, maybe twice, and it sat or it's sitting. Just because I wanted it, I didn't need it. Those needs are what's important, not the wants. And the wants is what got me in credit card debt. My need is what's going to get me out of credit card debt. And it's going to get me out of credit card debt quickly. So, forget the wants. Work on the needs. Work on, even if you're just putting $5, $10 away, it adds up. I'm picking up change off the ground. It goes into my change section. It builds up. It goes into the bank, and it goes into the high yield, not just your Joe Smo Black Bank, not those bank accounts that give you a 0.06%. I'm talking a high yield giving you 3, 4, 5, 6%. That's the kind of bank that money needs to be sitting in long term. And emergency fund is long term. I'm going with 2 emergency funds. One, like I said, in the high yield savings account, the other in the house if my car needs tires. You know, I'm building up for stuff like that so it doesn't have to somewhat come out of my pocket as a shock, or it doesn't have to go on a credit card. I'm trying to get to paying cash. That's my goal. Pay cash only. I have credit cards, like I said. I've cut them up, most of them up. I'm not worrying about using them. Once I get them paid off, I'm going to have maybe 2, a small amount one and a high amount one. That's all I need. I don't need all of the ones in the middle. You know, I don't need the Amazon card. Really, I don't. I don't need the QVC card. I don't. You know, those things like that, they're going. I'm working on them, and then when they're gone, they're cut up and they're gone. I'm not closing out accounts. I'm not telling you to close out the accounts. You know, because you do need to put maybe $5 on stuff every now and then to keep that account going, you know, to keep it active. You know, you don't need to have $600-700 on it to keep it active. You know, so be able to pay it off at the end of the month. That's what you want. That's what I'm working towards. I'm not there yet, but I'm working towards it. And all of these little tidbits are things that you can use for looking ahead for retirement. Look ahead for retirement. Don't just go in willy-nilly and say, oh, I'm going to retire in January. And you have no idea what you're doing, what you're getting yourself involved in. You know, now some people have to do it quickly. Health-wise, you don't have a choice. But if you have that choice, do your due diligence and look into everything. Watch the videos on YouTube. There's some really good videos on YouTube. Watch the videos on YouTube. Read the books. Understand 401k. Understand your Roth. And also remember, when you retire, you got to pay your health insurance. It's not going to come through your job. It's not going to come out your paycheck. You got to go out and get health insurance. You got to go out and get life insurance. All of that's going to be coming out of your Social Security check. Hello. It's another thing that's tacked onto that Social Security check. Yes, you can get Medicare. Medicare still going to come out that Social Security check. That will be, but if you're just going to go straight Medicare, remember Medicare is only 80%. It pays 80%. You still got to pay that other 20. So either you're going to pay it or you're going to pay the money to have a secondary insurance. Either way, there's still money coming out that Social Security check. That's going to get once a month. It's more money added, so if you can, get yourself a Roth. You know, if you're working and your bank in your job pays into a 401k, put in enough to that you can max what they're going to give you. You don't have to go over that unless you want to. I don't. I pay in just enough so that I can get the 4% that my company's going to just matching, and that's it. That's what I'm doing. And I am starting to put the rest into, I have an outside Roth. Aside from the Roth that I have with where I work. So I'm putting money into the outside Roth and into savings. You know, so I'm working it. I'm working it slow and steady, but I'm working it. So think about those things now before you're getting ready to retire, so that you have everything in place when you do retire. Because you know you're going to retire. God willing, we're doing it. I know I'm doing it. You know, I'll be 63 this year. Kid is coming out at 64 or 65, depending on how far I've gotten down with the bills. If the bills are gone, or I'm down to like 1 or 2, it's definitely going to be 64. If I still have a few, then it's going to be 65. You know, God willing. Even, you know, I would like to get a part-time job to go along with this, but I can't stand up that long. I really can't. So I'm not even going to kid myself. It's just going to be where I am. Make sure that everything is smooth sailing there. Because I like what I'm doing. I work in the medical field. I work in the cancer office. So I like working with cancer patients. It's hard when you lose them, you know, because you've built a rapport with them, but it's satisfying when you're working with them and you know you're making a difference in somebody's life. It makes a difference. So I like what I'm doing, you know, so I'm not looking to leave what I'm doing. I'm looking to stay there until I retire. I would hold on even longer if I could go part-time, but it's a full-time position. Yeah, like I said, know all of the facts before you get ready to retire. If you know you're coming out soon, do your due diligence. Know what your numbers are for the next 3 to 5 years. You can guesstimate what you're going to be making. It will tell you on a little tracker that they have on the Social Security site what you would be bringing home. So go first, go there, get that information, write it down in a book. Then in that same book, write all of your debt in it. You know, write everything, keep track as you pay it off, watch those numbers come down, but have it in that book. Any kind of outside bills that you have, put it in that book. You see the book, you go through the book, you're more likely to tackle it than if you're thinking about, oh, I know what I have it up here. Yeah, up here doesn't work so great all the time. At least not for me. Memory's not what it used to be. I'm not gonna lie. The memory is not what it used to be. And so that pen and paper, or if you were, a computer person, put it in a spreadsheet on your computer, on your pad. I'm still old school. I like pen to paper. I have, my stuff and my little planners, and I can pull it out and say, okay. And another thing, people, don't forget the doctor bills. Because if you got doctor bills, you need to get those down too. That's not the same as a credit card debt. You got those doctor bills, you gotta try to knock them down, and get those out the way too. Because you'll always have something. The less you have is better as far as the medical is concerned. So that's another little thing, tidbit for pay attention to. But the main thing is get those bills down so that you're not taking that in and it's eating away at what little you're gonna be bringing home monthly. Monthly? Oh, once a month. Once a month. I'm a every 2 week person. So going down to once a month, it's gonna be a challenge in the beginning. The closer I get to it, I'm going to try to live off of one paycheck. That's my goal, is to live off of one paycheck for the next few months to see what it's like. I'm gonna go back on Social Security, get my numbers again, because I have them somewhere, but I'm gonna put it in another book, and look at my bills now and try to get everything down to once a month and see what I have left over. If that works, then I can take that second paycheck for a while, put it away, and build up those funds. But that just hit me. That's what I'm going to try to do. When I get back home, I might even do it while I'm here, because I got a little notepad with me. I always carry a notepad. And I'm going to try and write down all of my bills, everything that I have to pay, and see if I can get them close to once a month, and how long it will take me to get it down to once a month, and see what I have left over. But that's what I'm going to be working on myself. And it might be something that you might want to try to do too. If you do try to do it, leave me a comment in the comment section and let me know how it's going. And I hope this video works out for you, and it puts something in your mind to make you think about your retirement and what to look forward to and what to plan for the next few years. Because if you got 5 years, you got some time. So work on it now, so it's not crazy for you. Because the world is crazy enough as it is. Hello? And I have a feeling it's about to get a whole lot worse. Between what we got going on in the world, these diseases, they're no joke. The Mpox and the C-19s, and those are no joke. So look at it, look at it, look at it. Write it down, write it down, write it down. Even if you have to write it down 3 times before it sticks in your head, just do it. And like I said, leave me a comment, let me know what you think, and check out the other videos, because I've got some pretty decent videos up here. Not just travel, I got some nice travel videos of different places that I've been. It's not a lot, but every time I go somewhere, even if it's a repeat, I try to do different things in that area to make it more interesting. So give those videos a shot. And if you're getting ready to go out for any rotator cuff surgery, look at my video, because they did not tell me any of this that I was going to be going through. All they said is your arm's going to be in a sling and you're not going to be able to move it. That was a given. You did surgery on my shoulder. I knew I was going to have to do PT, but they didn't tell you everything that leads up to it and what the different things you can do to help yourself out and make it easier. That's what you need to know about. And check out that video. I think I have 2 up there. It might even be 3. I know it's at least 2. One before I went, one while I was out. I haven't done anything on the eye surgery. I need to do the eye surgery, because you need to know those things too if you're going to have cataract surgery. So, but with this one, I hope this helps you out. If it does, give me a thumbs up. If you want to help a girl out, get monetized, so I can have a side hustle next year. No, that would be nice. I'm not complaining, because I'm a long way from 1,000 subscribers, and I'm a long way from watch hours. So every little bit helps. This old lady, and I laugh when I say that, because I'll be 63. I will be 63. It's like, where did the time go? Where did it go? I'm not going to say that I had a great life. I wasn't, stuck in a house or anything like that. I traveled. I did concerts. I have no regrets whatsoever of my life. I know a lot of people can't say that, but I can, and I just did to all of you. So if you want to help me out, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave me a comment, and if you do decide to follow some of these steps in this video, let me know how it works out for you. I would really like to know. All right, everyone. Michelle on the flip side. And check out my other videos. Bye-bye.